Now I'd like to invite our artist in residence, Daniel Du, up. Daniel, join me on stage. We're so excited to have an artist in residency program at City Church because we believe that beauty is important. It's part of our mission statement. And Daniel is joining us once a month for this coming season. And I just wanted to invite him up to talk a little bit about his process and his work. So the first thing, you can kind of, you're like very artist of you, don't put the spotlight. But I think for many of us, faith is a process, and that's also true of our work. And so I just wanted to, maybe you could share a little bit about your process. I know we'll have some images, but just a little bit about your artistic process.
Yeah, thanks, Clint. So I'm a oil painter, and a lot of my contemporaries, I would say, are more like abstract, process-based painters, but I love painting representationally. I love looking at the world and having a spin on what I see and adding my fingerprint to it. And so I wanted to show you this because it's kind of annoying to explain sometimes, but I'm classically trained, and back in the day, I paint the same way as like Michelangelo and the old masters. And back in the day, they would like create clay mock-ups and then light it, and then that's how they paint things. But now I use my experience in 3D. Like, I love using light as a metaphor for how we see the world, how truth is conveyed, how it illuminates spaces. So I'm really interested in how glass affects light, and the only way to play with glass without cutting myself is using like 3D software. And so I just want to show you, I'm working on a self-portrait right now. It's a mask of my face that I 3D scanned, and I put it into 3D software, and I'm playing with the light and how it creates caustic effects. And yeah, that's just kind of my process. I want to create things that are impossible. And you have to incorporate both imagination, creativity, but also the technology and tools available. So that's kind of my process.
I think for many of us, sometimes faith can feel impossible. And so even just doing the mapping work to figure out where it fits in our life. So I think there's lots of overlap between what we're doing right now and what you were doing. Maybe just finally, can you share a little bit about how you process your calling as an artist? That's a big word in our community, and so calling, purpose.
Can you go to the next slide? So I painted this like 15 years ago during university, so I apologize. It's I'm embarrassed looking at it because it's kind of crude for my standards, but I painted this when I was 20, and this is I was backpacking Europe, and I was in one of the cathedrals there, and this candelabra was just lying on the floor in the corner, and I just thought it was so striking that this light source in this church was just there, kind of broken and kind of not really being what it's supposed to be. And so I took a photo of it. The photo looked really cool, so I went into class and I painted it. And then our whole class, our painting classes are 4 hours long, and we had a huge critique and discussion. And basically, I kind of outed myself as a Christian during that class. And I was talking with the professor, and he goes, "Oh, you're a Christian? You should look into Christian symbolism and iconography." And then one of my atheist classmates, he's Jewish atheist and LGBTQ, and he was like, "No, Daniel is exploring the hope and the more like the heart behind his faith." And I was like, "Oh, you're an atheist." So that moment, I was really I just felt like this is what art can do. It can bring people together. It can lead to conversations about what we truly think and what we truly believe. And so that kind of set me on this journey of how do I utilize my gifts to honor God, to talk about my faith, not in a trite cliche way, but how to really involve depth and wonder.
Amazing. Daniel, thank you so much for joining us, for being part of our residency program this year.